let's be honest. At some point in your life, you've probably fantasized about carrying out the perfect heist. Well, the folks at Pocketwatch Games have finally given us all the opportunity through their new title, Monaco, a stylish indie stealth game with a heavy focus on multiplayer. Throughout the game, you'll take on the role of one of 8 different playable characters, each with their own unique talents and abilities. The goal is simple: get in, steal your goods, and get out. The execution, however, is anything but, offering up greater risks with each new heist. However, does Monaco's style and stealth-based gameplay make for a good experience? Or will you just end up being robbed of your cash? Let's take a look. Now, as is the case with most games, the first thing you're going to notice when playing Monaco is the graphics. And it's really nice to see a crime-themed game have such a colorful palette instead of the traditional sort of gray and brown colors. Everything is done very simply, and you can see that the characters are little more than just animated blocks, but each character does have their own color and a surprising amount of detail to differentiate them. Now, even with the graphics being so simplistic, Pocketwatch Games has done an excellent job with making the environment stay interesting throughout the course of the game. And there are a lot of details that can be easily overlooked if you're not paying attention. There are also some really great visual effects used throughout the gameplay, most notably is the field of vision for your character. Now, many stealth games allow you to see your enemy's cone of vision, or at least their positions across the map, but Monaco actually does things a bit differently by limiting your view to a more realistic style. Now, you'll notice that as I'm playing, my character is unable to see around pillars or through doors, but I can actually look through windows or through ventilation ducts if I happen to be in vents, and it adds an extra bit of tension to the stealth gameplay. Of course, there are also a lot of games that choose style over substance, but luckily the gameplay of Monaco is just as interesting as the visuals. Now, the game does offer a great story to play through, either alone or with a group of friends. And at the beginning of each level, you get to choose one of 8 characters to play the level with. So basically, the gist of the game is to break into a location, steal some sort of loot, or find a specific character, and then escape. Now, each character has their own unique ability that can make things easier or make things more challenging if you don't have a decent ability for that level. Now, for example, right here I'm using the Mole, who actually has the ability to break through walls, but it also makes a lot of noise and can easily attract guards. And then there's a character called the Locksmith that can unlock doors much quicker, and the Gentleman can disguise himself to safely pass guards. Now, because of every character having special talents like this, it makes the game much more fun to play with friends, because that way everyone gets to have their own specialty, and it really feels like a true gang of crooks brought together to pull off a heist. Now, the game is still a lot of fun to play solo, especially since the story stays so entertaining throughout the entire game. But the real draw is the multiplayer, and it can get especially addictive with the inclusion of leaderboards, and you'll actually probably find yourself playing the same levels over and over with a group of people to try to beat someone else's record completion time. Now, the last thing worth noting about Monaco is the soundtrack and the overall setting of the game. Now, this is easily one of the best soundtracks for an indie game in recent memory, and it really helps to sort of immerse you in the noir-style atmosphere, which is very prevalent here. In the end, Monaco is an incredible gaming experience that will appeal to almost any gamer. It has a one-of-a-kind visual style that never gets boring, a good selection of levels to keep you busy, and solid gameplay that never fails to entertain. While it's fun to play solo and experience the story alone, the real fun comes from teaming up with other people and using each character's unique talent to successfully complete a mission. It becomes especially rewarding when you find yourself climbing the leaderboards after completing a heist with the fastest time and best overall score. In short, Monaco is an absolute must-play. For more indie gaming news and reviews, check out our channel at Pixabyte.tv, and I will see you guys next time.